Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Watch the pass.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
Yeah, let's get a sack line.
Block now on first down. He'll buy some time right. And his first look is incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. But it's going to be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Down. Ready. Be ready. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready. Be ready.
56 is the mic.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike,
now Gordon on 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It's caught on the right side, Williams.
let's go.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curled a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ready. Mike's 56. Man. 21. That's trash.
Gotta go. Now Ryan. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Ryan. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he fires one that's intercepted. The rookie, Brandon Jones, picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Block now to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And a productive gain out to the 14. After starting at the 7, it's a gain of 7. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Ready up, 22, Mike, 22. I got you, son.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
60 Bison.
Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Let's go one more.
Morgan looks to throw it. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Down. 60 Bison. Get in the weight room.
Play action with Morgan. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Melvin Gordon. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 9, Locke. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Ready. Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Bound to lose one.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Let's go. 21. We got double up, double up, double up, double up. Hey, check Mike 21.
Locke working out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Morgan. Over the middle here to Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That thing blown up by the defensive effort of Chandler Jones.
Here we go. Shot. Panther 60.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Throwing again. Block. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check Mike 20. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Flush to his right. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You got him. You got him.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you, he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Down. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On first down, Gordon. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pick up the ball.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Bronco 80.
Check 56. You don't want none back.
Check it. Ready?
Morgan from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Jack Doyle. And he will have a Steelers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Morgan to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike 22.
To throw on 3rd down, Morgan, and he's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
56.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Mike 56.
Morgan to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
In his end zone, here's Locke. He's going to float this over the middle. It got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 98 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. In your face.
Back to throw. Morgan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Morgan. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
Derrick Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We don't want this. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll run with Henry. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Jordan Hicks, 3rd in the NFL in tackles a year ago, there to make the play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Locke. And that is incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Cougar 19. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Here we go.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morgan.
It's just me and you.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Hey.
From the gun, Morgan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what'll be a 3rd and 4.
Hey, check, Mike 21. Mike, go!
From the gun, it's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. 90. Wolf.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, check, Mike 21. Mike 21. Check, Mike 21. You better be afraid of me.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Let's get this.
Check.
Greystone travel. Greystone travel.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Know your job.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Bravo!
Let's tear you up.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The rookie, Brandon Jones, picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.